Ajole dun kó dàbí ilé, ilé la bọ́ sí mi oko.
Awilo Longomba. Got you, girl.
This one goes to all my fellow Africans living far away and away from their hometowns. My home.
Hello, viewers at home. My name is Akinwale Ojomo. Welcome to Global Culture. Actually, I'm sitting in for Cindy today, who is away for a special assignment. And I have with me today a special guest. I hope you're going to enjoy her because she had a lot of experience to share with you. Miss Anna Mwalagho.
Thank you, Akin.
Welcome.
Thank you for inviting me to the show.
Sure, thank you as well. Again, we're going to say, what's your name and tell us about what you do, Miss Anna.
Okay, my name is Anna Mwalagho.
Okay.
And I am a performing artist, meaning I am a singer, songwriter, also a poet and spoken word artist. I am an actress. I am also an African dancer and storyteller and motivational speaker.
Wow, okay. I'm not sure which I'm going to pick now, but
Okay.
I think you're going to talk to us more about that.
Sure.
Exactly. How do you combine that? I mean, which comes out more specifically?
Wow, that's a very good question, but it's also a complicated question. Because I started by acting.
Okay.
And back home, I'm born and raised in Kenya.
Kenya, okay.
I now live here. I'm married and I live here in Silver Spring, Maryland.
Okay.
But when I was back home, growing up, going to college, and even after that, acting was my #1 love and interest.
Okay.
I still used to do poetry, used to sing and do African dance. And then when I moved here, in Canada, there was that drastic change.
Okay.
And I could attribute one of it being the fact that I wanted to showcase more of my African culture because it was missing in the American community, especially in the Virginia, DC, and metro areas.
Okay.
So it became, my love interest changed abruptly from acting to spoken word poetry.
Wow.
Because
okay.
I wanted to educate people about Africa. And then also to singing, because I wanted to sing African songs, because I wanted people to know about the wonderful songs that we have, the wonderful culture of music and dance that we have. So now it's singing, it's dancing, it's spoken word poetry, and also acting, because I've been able to do documentaries and short films.
Oh, wow, okay.
Yes.
I guess we're going to be able to have an opportunity to have some spoken word from you because for our viewers at home,
Okay.
it would be nice to really hear from her.
Okay.
But essentially, when you came and you said you have the urge to be able to share the culture that you have, and that's exactly the importance of this program,
Yes.
to, share with the American community about the diverse culture
Yes.
that lives in here. So tell us, so how did you when you came in here, how did you get into sharing this? What was the process? How easy was it for you, and what are the challenges as well?
Oh wow. First, of course, as I said, when I came here, and my passion was so strong into performing arts, but mainly at that time was in acting.
Okay.
I would go to different theaters to audition, and as you know, theaters and many places here in America, they're typecast, meaning that if they have a part that they need an African woman, they'll need you. But those who are hard to come by,
Right.
because they are doing American plays or American films. So with that, I really didn't get my opportunity to showcase myself as an actress because I didn't get an opportunity as much because they were looking for people with the American accent.
Okay.
So because of that, I said, well, I'm not giving up on my dream yet.
All right.
And I'm not going to give up on it. So I started joining because I was writing a lot of poetry. Poetry is one way of, it's like an antidote, if I may say, use that word, When your family is back home, you haven't seen them for a long time, what do? For me, I was writing and singing.
Wow.
So I started writing a lot of poetry, and then I discovered something in Washington, D.C. called open mics.
Okay, open mic.
Yeah, so open mic is where you go, and there are so many people there, and somebody comes to the mic or microphone, and they recite a poem, they sing a song, and all that. So for me, I was bold enough to say, even though these are all Americans, I'm going to do something, and I'm going to do something about Africa.
Okay.
The reason is, whenever I would meet people, they'll ask me so many questions about where I'm from, how Africa is like, and some of them had a negative aspect or thought about Africa. So I said, why not use my Africanness or use my culture and my talent to write positive things about Africa.
Wow.
So whenever I would go to open mic, I would talk about Africa. Okay. I would write about the experience of people in the diaspora.
Right.
About their culture, missing their home, missing their family, how both cultures can merge and be as one so that life can be even more enjoyable instead of people being so divided and people were looking down at one culture.
Right.
So to me, that was my way of coming into now the new music art industry in America. And people loved it. People were like, wow, that's amazing. I can't believe it. Now I know so much, you know. And anytime they would want an actress or a singer or a poet, they only used to know, if you want somebody from Africa, it was Anna.
Oh, wow.
And I realized that there was so much need and hunger to learn all about the African culture.
Right.
And that's why now that became my niche, talking about Africa, elevating Africans and people in the diaspora, as well as socio-economic issues.
Right. Thank you for mentioning that. I live in Bowie, so I know the city of Bowie as a diversity committee, and they are really, you know, annually they have an international festival, which I'm going to talk to you viewers at home about that every October, and this brings all the culture in the area, which is a plus for the city of Bowie. So talking about culture, you mentioned about language. That's very, very important. You're talking about clothing. We're talking about your eardo and stuff like that. So how are you be able to, you know, use that to be able to deliver your message to the people who are really willing to learn more?
Good. To say the truth, using the clothes that I wear, using my hairdo, and even the accent in itself. Right? Once I get that podium or that stage, already I've put a first statement out that that's an African woman. Okay, that's a beautiful African woman, if I may say so.
Absolutely.
And so that's one way of injecting our culture into the American system, by being proud of who you are, wearing your African garb, or wearing your hairdo, wearing nice African earrings, and even sharing your accent and talking about different things with other people, Americans or non-Americans, because that's one way. And then now, when I do my poetry or when I sing songs about Africa or songs with an Afrobeat rhyme and rhythm, that's another way of injecting our culture into the American system.
Right. And I must say that a lot of American people, they are willing to learn, and the importance of this program, again, viewers at home, is to bring different people that even, you know, people that in your neck of the wood, your community, to know more, and that's a lot of way of linking people together. And of course to, you know, share the opportunity of the culture, the beauty of the culture, the language, and the old attires of people, what people wear. Now to my next question. So you have been able to really overcome getting into the mainstream, right?
Yes.
So tell me some of your past performances.
Wow, I have been so fortunate in performing in very many places. Somebody had asked me one time, what were your achievements? I have so many. And I can say that even with your, I performed and opened up for big artists from Africa like Hugh Masekela and Oliver Mtukudzi with my band. At the same time, I've also opened up and performed at the Zanzibar, the Waterfront, Hood College, University of Maryland, Baltimore County, Saints College of St. Scholastica in Minnesota, at the Kennedy Center with another band that I used to sing with before, Chop Tip.
I know you are not mentioned City of Bowie, so we should bring you to City of Bowie very soon.
Yes, and right now, and let me say this, I have performed with my band twice for the for the Bowie International Festival.
Oh wow,
And hopefully I'll be able to perform again. Well, we'll see about that. But yes, City of Bowie is one of them. Why not?
All right, absolutely.
And also for schools, I go to different elementary schools, like Harriet Tubman Elementary School in D.C. I also did some work at Maya Angelou Charter School, and also different organizations like the breast cancer organizations, Susan Komen, when they have their international events, and also for the United Nations AIDS.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yes.
Excellent.
So I have done a lot of performances in the area, out of the area,
Right.
different states. And hopefully this year and next year we'll go internationally.
Absolutely.
So the sky is the limit.
Absolutely. Well.
Yeah,
Now,
yeah.
tell more about your upcoming performances.
Well, I have a very big performance coming up.
Okay.
Let me just say, this is my second CD.
Oh, wow. Congratulations.
Okay, thank you very much.
You can hold it up so that
Yes.
our crew can, okay.
So this is my second CD,
Okay.
and I just got it like a month ago.
Oh, wow. Congratulations.
So, thank you. Thank you. So with that, it is work that I'm grateful to say that we work together with my band members.
Okay.
And it is very wonderful music.
Wow.
And poetry at the same time. Music and poetry.
Okay.
And we are having a CD release August 28th.
Okay.
August 28th down at Bosa Bistro Lounge.
Okay.
And that's in Adams Morgan.
Okay.
One of the reasons, of course, is to do a CD release. But secondly, because of what is going on in the Horn of Africa
Okay.
with the famine and the hunger, we are also going to try and use it as a way of raising money to help the people in Somalia,
Oh, wow.
and
Okay.
also the northern part of Kenya, that is
okay.
going through hunger and starvation because of the famine and drought.
Wow.
So please, I'm encouraging you and your family members and those at home, come and have a good time with us, and at the same time for a good purpose, you know,
absolutely.
raising money to help other people. Because one thing I believe, we are all one. We are all human beings.